Alright folks, today I'm right here in Kingwood in my own home neighborhood, just about a mile from my house, and we've got bees in the corner of this house. I believe they're going to be in the floor joists in the exact same open cavity where I did a job less than a week ago. This is vinyl siding, which is going to be my first ever job of taking off vinyl siding, but looks like it's pretty easy from what I've seen. But I don't know if you can quite see up there, you can see the duct tape in the sock. This lady's gardener actually discovered these bees. He was going to go to prune this crepe myrtle tree and discovered the bees and didn't want to prune around it, and so he tried the classic method of seal up their entrance and they'll die and go away, right? Well, that never actually works that I've seen. The bees just find a new entrance. So you can see he sealed up here. He laid a sock or something up there, or shirt, and then duct tape, and that didn't work because the bees are not only going around that part, but they've also moved around. Now they're going in on this side of the house over here, and I believe they're going underneath the trim and then running back along the brick here to go back into the original cavity. He also instructed the lady to come out here with a bottle of Dawn dish soap and water every day and spray the bees multiple times to try to kill them, which of course didn't work, and after she'd done that a few times, a bee got in her hair and it scared her pretty good, so she decided to call somebody to get it taken care of, and here I am. So, alright folks, we got it opened up now. That was quite a booger actually. This siding ended up to be aluminum, which I wasn't expecting, which I'd never worked with, and I'm afraid I made a bit of a mess of it. I was hoping it was going to be vinyl, it'd be real easy. I bent a little bit of it, and it's kind of a mess there. But anyway, here's the comb. Finally got it exposed. It's a young, tender comb. These bees have only been here maybe a couple weeks, so we're going to go ahead and start running the vac, try to clean some up, and then start cutting comb out. Got our queen, folks. This was no easy task. I really had just about given up on trying to find her. This colony's huge. The folks said it's a swarm. They just noticed the bees maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's certainly they haven't been here even over the winter. The comb is so soft, it's so new, but it is just an absolutely huge colony. But I checked every comb as I pulled it out and didn't see the queen, and you know they kept clustering up. Well, here, I'll just take you up here on a tour. I'll go ahead and set her on the box for now, but they kept clustering up back in the back of the cavity here. And I kept pulling out handfuls of bees and I wasn't seeing her, and I guess what must have happened was she was on my hand and I didn't notice. So see, they were back there in the cavity, kept clustering up back there, and you can see the size of this cavity compared to my hand here. It's a pretty big cavity, and you can see where they had comb all on there. I mean, this is a big colony for how short it was here. Must have been a very large swarm. But anyway, I was pulling bees out and I was shaking them on my piece of foundation there. Trying to look for the queen, and I glanced over just kind of passively, and here she was. She was right here on this edge, on the corner, and I went to grab her with my cage, and I missed. And in that little bit of frustration, I lost her again. I didn't know where she went. So I just went back to trying to clean up bees, and down here inside this wall, the bees are kind of running around, so I sprayed Bee Quick all down inside there to make sure and drive them out. And I was actually over here on the side of the house, where you can see there's a lot of bees still. I was over here vacuuming them up a little bit and looked up, and here came my queen. She came crawling right up on the brick there and stepped up by that nail again, and this time I caught her. So we've got her. It's a huge relief. I've got a 10-frame medium box full of comb. I've got my nuke box there. I should have brought another 10-frame deep, but I thought, well, they're just a small swarm, they're not going to need it. That nuke box I've already used to shake one box full of bees into, for storage basically. That box is full of bees, and yeah, I've still got all these on the side of the house here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my queen up. I'm going to try to set my hive body up there somewhere with the queen in it and see if I can get them to start migrating into it while I clean up tools. So that's it for right now. This is the next day after I did this cutout yesterday, so it's been about not quite 24 hours since I brought them home. You see I stuffed the grass in the entrance when I got them home last night. It was after dark when I actually shook them back into the box. So I stuffed the grass in there just to help them, slow them down when they're coming out this morning, make sure they reorient properly, because we're only about a mile from where I did that cutout, and I don't want them going back there. But when I got them home last night, I had part of them were in this box. I'd use that nook box just for storage because my cage had gotten so full during the job. I should empty my vac box out once during the job, and I had more in the vac box. But let's go ahead and see what's in here in the hive now. So, we got to get in here and release the queen at least, at a minimum, so we'll see how they're doing today. Oh yeah! That looks good, looks good. A couple of bees scattered about on top. Gentle bees. Goodness. My goodness. Nice gentle bees. Set that down for you. I don't know what you guys can see, but yeah, very gentle bees. Let's grab our queen out of here. Shake the bees off of it a little bit, if we can, if we may. See if she's still in there. There she is. Good look. I can't get the camera to focus. I apologize, folks, but she's in there. I just saw her. There she is, right up in the front. Anyway, we'll go ahead and release her here, and y'all can watch her crawl back down in the hive for proof. So, open the cage up there. See when she comes crawling out. Take her. There she goes. Whoop! There she goes, down in the hive. So, good job. Good deal. Queen's released. These bees are great. Extremely gentle. You notice I didn't use any smoke at all. Just opened up the hive. So, I think everything's going to be good with these girls. It's exciting. Doing the cutout yesterday, you know, it took a couple stings on the hand. Much to be expected, but nothing bad. So, I think this is going to be another great hive. I'm excited about it. That makes 1, 2, that's the cutout from last weekend, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the right side of that queen castle I have one, so that's 7. And actually, in this hive here, that's not a hive. That hive's got queen cells in it, so we don't count it. Call it 6 back here. And then I've got 3 over yonder. I doubt you can see them, but over there where the top bar hives were. So anyway, I'm going to call this one here another success. So that's it for now. See you. Alright guys, recognize this house? It's the same one as before. We had the issues where a homeowner called me a day or two after I'd done the removal and the bees were still here, she said. And so I was awfully confused as to why. I came over 2 nights later and I vacuumed up everything I could find and took them home, and she called the next day and said, nope, they're still here. So I came back today and I set up a bait box. And I also sprayed down inside the wall again, sprayed a bunch more bee quick because there's a lot of bees still going in and out of the cavity. And I was a little concerned that there might be another hive. Well, I believe there was, because we've got a swarm clustered up there on the corner of the house. Now, there's a chance that it's just a completely random swarm, but I don't see any bees going in or out of the cavity anymore and hanging on the side of the house over there like they were. They were all over here on the side of the house, but they're not anymore. So I got a box. I'm going to scamper up there with some sugar water and see if I can't catch me a swarm.